Welcome back to another video, guys. I don't know why I said it like that. You know, I made an SCP Foundation in Fortnite. So I'm going to showcase how it works. It's extremely complex, and parts of it don't work currently. Don't worry, I'll get over that in a minute. Well, the most current issue I have is the Chaos Insurgency, but I'll probably talk about that at the very end. D-class personnel is also kind of affected, which you can become a D-class on both the Chaos side and this side. Currently, the teams is Security, Rapid Response Team, the Mobile Task Force Strike Force, the Mobile Task Force Guardians, Site Director, Medic, and D-Class, while also being two Chaos, being the Chaos Infiltrator and Chaos Member, which I might change the name of that later, the Member one. You probably realize I never called the Mobile Task Force like an actual Mobile Task Force name. That's because, well, I can't insert the SCP Foundation correctly into Fortnite currently. So I decided to make my own site with its own kind of system, I guess. So certain things aren't going to be like exact same to the Foundation. I mostly started to do stuff like that because of the fact that it can't really do anomalies that well. Or at least I can create anomalies, just not popular anomalies like 106 or 173 yet. I'm currently working on those or trying to create something similar. So we're gonna start as security. Security is simple. Currently, I need to decorate each of the rooms a little bit more, especially the cafeteria, but that's gonna come out later. Security is quite simple. You spawn in with a key and a few guns, and you have the ability to push people. But that's not in first person, so I might get rid of that. Your job is quite simple. You escort scientists, D-class, to wherever they need to go. You guard certain areas. If the rapid response team needs help, you help escort them so they can have extra firepower. There also, that key right there, in the basement, there's a generator that the Chaos Insurgency can shut off and only you can fix if you're security. There's also cameras that only you can touch. Well, the site director can also touch it, but I'll explain that later. So far, we got Gate A, Gate B, Light Containment Zone Elevator, D-Class, Heavy Containment Elevator, Cafeteria, Anomaly 036, and 076, which is based off Able from the SCP Foundation, because that's technically the only anomaly I can actually truly create perfectly. But I'm calling them Anomaly because I want to give them a different lore from the original Able, because, like I said, I want to do my own original twist on the Foundation, kind of like Control from, what's it called? The Federal Bureau of Control from Control. Anyways, I'm gonna go explore the facility and show you how it works. This is the D-class cells. There can be 20 D-class currently. They can spawn. And in every spawn room, there's a button that sends you back to the class selection area that you saw at the beginning of the game. Well, hold on. My controller is about to die. Well, I fixed that issue. Anyways, there's multiple elevators that lead down to Lake Containment Zone. There's special elevators and stuff, but we'll get to that a little bit later. I'm gonna sum that up. There is bathrooms. If you know if there's bathroom signs I can use, can you tell me in the comments or something? Because I haven't found any yet. There's also over here is Gate A. This is the Mobile Task Force spawn. Like I said, I need to decorate these a little bit more. Here's gate A. This is probably one of my favorite rooms because of how unique it looks. Gate B also has a similar look. Well, it's the same look, just the sign is different. But I don't know, I just like the room a little bit more than most of the other rooms. Gate B is that way. This leads to the site management office, which I'll show you later. That right there, I'll show you later. And this area right here, I'll show you also later. I'll show you all those at around the same time. But until then, let's go down to lake containment. Which, if I'm correct, this is right here. The lake containment elevators. So we're gonna go down. It's gonna take a minute. Here's level 2, aka lake containment. Here is a cell to a... I keep forgetting I didn't fix this goddamn area. But here is an anomaly. No idea what I'm gonna call it yet. Oh yeah. So it's a pitch black ball. What's so special about it? It's not affected by gravity, and it can also kill you if you touch it. Oh. Why didn't I think that through? So that's why we keep it in light containment. It's not dangerous, but it's still a little bit hard to contain. Excuse me, I'm lost. Don't worry, it took damage, but that'll be fixed up a little bit later. This is also one of my favorite rooms, just because of the glass area and just how it looks in general. It's not even really that special, I just really like it. Over here is, I think, one of the containment cells. Like, containment zone is really messy. Here's the rapid response team area. But this is probably one of the most complicated spawns I've created, besides site director. These aren't special. These are just like normal cactus in Fortnite. You break them, they explode, they respawn. They're the most SCP-esque thing in this game, so that's why I added them. I might switch them out for something original. Here's one of my favorite anomalies. See, it's a normal chair, right? I forgot that the doors automatically open when you go near them. I thought I added the thing yet. See, you sit down and it drowns you. And if you get up, it doesn't drown you. You also hear the voices of tremendous souls. And you can also do that. Good for escaping your pesky monsters. Here's a containment cell. There was originally that, what's it called? The Earth's Spire in here. I was going to use it as like 914. So you can like trade in weapons for better stuff. But I decided to get rid of it because it made too much noise and it was starting to piss me off during creation. I might edit back, I might not. Who knows? I'll change it up. I'll probably do something eventually. If I'm correct, this leads to D-Class. The D-Class cell. I was originally going to add the ball here, but I decided to make the cell that you saw at the beginning of the game. Here's the D-Class elevators. And if you go this way, there is another cell, which I think it's based off SCP-012, I think. I don't remember its number. You know the piece of paper that you had to complete by, like, using your blood? That's what it is. Yep. You go near it, it starts to hurt you. So we keep it locked up with a blast door. So you come this way. And here's heavy containment. This is probably one of the most advanced cells are down here. If you breach the monsters, you're probably gonna die. Getting out alive isn't possible. I've actually mastered how to get out alive for the most part. I mean, I still would die a lot, but I'm decent in getting away now. But still, if you breach both of these, like one of them can one-shot you for the most part. Both of them will one-shot you. So I want to start off with Abel. Well, I might not call him Abel, but he's essentially SCP-076 Abel for the most part. See, this thing has the most security procedures ever. You can't enter the door, so you come this way to the villain room. This is the window. And there he is. He's extremely fast, he's extremely strong, and he will smack you. Smack the living shit out of you. There's also a weapon bench here. There's also weapon benches in Gate A and Gate B. I'm gonna add one to the MTF spawn. That's to reset this, because originally this didn't work properly when you close and open the window. I fixed it now. I'm gonna keep this here for now, just in case it for some reason breaks. This opens that door, and this is the electromagnetic, the blue thing. We're just gonna call it the blue thing. I'm too tired to pronounce that right now. Anyways, you disable it. It gets out. But you can easily lock them back up. This right here is the turns. But for certain reasons, we're not going to use the turns against them at all. So we're just going to breach him by accident. Okay, down here. Here is 036. Not based off of any anomaly. This is probably one of my favorite gauges. You see that little guy right there? As you can tell, he's not moving. Therefore, it means he won't chase me, probably. Which means I messed up somehow. I'm not sure why he does that. Sometimes he'll chase you, sometimes he won't. I guess he's like 106, where he will like... He can, like, how he has like a dormant state sometimes. You can either open the glass roof, so you can see inside a little bit better, or instead of doing that, you can open the entire cell, and by that I mean everything goes up, and he will start chasing you. But of course, right now he's not working. So like I said, I don't know why. Sometimes he works, sometimes he doesn't. I think it might depend on the class or something. Yeah, but he just does that sometimes. Okay. Well, since that's now working out too well, we're gonna come this way. Oh wait, I didn't show you the last anomaly yet. Before I fully breach everyone. I can't push him. Anyways, I was gonna push him off so I can like put the cell back down. So I can respawn in the cell. Whatever. I don't know where the anomaly is. I can't. Nor do I know where the generator is. The next anomaly is right next to the generator. Never mind, I'm stupid. Okay, yeah, this is the generator. If you're a chaos, you can open this area. You can also open it if you're security. This is currently is the not on. If you like open, if you're chaos, you can sabotage the generator, which shuts off multiple things like security, cameras, the alarm systems for the site director. I also wanted to affect the med bay. I haven't added that part yet. The med bay is fully done for the most part. I just need to direct decorate it. I just haven't added in the chaos. I never connected the area to the generator yet. But if it gets sabotaged in your security, you can come down and you can like fix it. Oh, that's bullshit. I will fix that later. Not right now. So we're just gonna respawn. The anomalies are breach. Who cares? Yeah, I forgot to show you. Who cares? I'll show you the last one when I do. What's it called? The last anomaly when I do. When I show you the rapid response team. So the rapid response team is designed specifically for full-on battles. The Chaos Insurgency sends a whole team. There's a D-class riot. Everything goes wrong, and the security can't handle it. The rapid respawn teams shows up and quickly deals with it. So this is their spawn. It's right next to both the med bay, which I'll show you later. It's kind of ugly right now, ain't gonna lie. It's right next to the med bay and site management from earlier. It also has its own personal elevators, so they can quickly get down to each floor. This elevator right here leads to not site 3, leads to heavy containment. This area leads down to light containment. So I'm going to show you this real quick. So they can easily show up. If they need to heal themselves, they can, or their teammates, they can. Not too much, because you want the med bay to have some purpose. Which, I ain't gonna lie, the med bay is, despite the fact that they can't fight, is probably the most useful. Out of most of the classes. Don't get me wrong, security and rapid response team is probably equally useful. Site management might be just... I might need to put some limitations on that low-key. Sure, what was I going to show you? Heavy containment. You can go down the heavy containment, which takes a long time, because this is the only area that leads from both light containment to... not light containment. This is the only area that leads from entrance zone to heavy containment, or the only elevator. And right here, which I think is the next anomaly. I think. Never mind, it's you. I forgot about... This place was designed to be a maze. Not purposely. I'm just really bad at like layouts and stuff. I mean, to be honest, the original containment breach was purposely designed to be confusing by having it be auto-generated. So this area isn't complete yet. I wanted this to have an area where you can open that giant glass. Or if you wanted to, you can send in D-class in here, and they can just deal with it themselves. For some reason, I can't hurt them, so that's kind of concerning. I don't know how I survived that, but I did. Loser. Anyways, so we're gonna leave before he breaches containment and tries to kill me. Where is the elevator? But if you have any suggestions to how to like make this site look better for now, because don't get me wrong, I'm planning on upgrading it once I get a computer and like add some sprites from UEFN to make it look more clean, to make better features and stuff. But currently I can't do that because, you know, I don't have a job or a computer yet. So I'm kind of stuck with normal creative mode. But do you have any, like, oh, Jesus Christ, that hurt. If you have any suggestions, I will happily take that. We're gonna respond real quick. Never mind, we're not gonna respond. We're gonna not in game. We're gonna go. No, wait, no, the. Okay, so I'm not. I'm having a moment. I'm not gonna show you D class because all they have is a flashlight, and like I said, the chaos and surgery type stuff is broken. Though, if you are a D class and you do successfully escape to the chaos base, which I'm still working on how to connect that properly yet, you will become a D class, a chaos D class, which means you get weapons basically. Powerful than normal chaos, but extremely hard to do. Mobile Task Force has multiple teams. You have a strike team made for, like, say Rev Response team can help recontain the anomalies and things go bad. You send in the Rapid Response team, which they have their own key cards. I haven't given them like a fully, like, that's concerning. I haven't really given them something you can, like, use the key card for that much. Well, no, there's nothing they can use the key card on currently. Though they do have it once I do decide to implement something in. There's also the Guardians, which the idea is they can, like, try to help protect the scientists and D class and other security members so they can get into, like, into a breach shelter so they can, like, slow them down, hold them off, do as much damage as they can. They got shields and stuff. They also have a key card just in case they need to escort, if they need to go down with the strike team to do whatever they need to do. Most likely try to recontain something. But they're mainly just defensive. Site director, which I'm going to show last. Well, I guess I'm showing it now. I'm going to show the... Well, no. See, the medic, despite not having a weapon, spawns in this whole basement area. The basement is not really done yet, I guess. Nor is the top area. But if you come down here as any class, you can start healing. Also, which is kind of useful. You can also, if you're a medic, you can just go around healing people. That's just about it. It's, like I said, it spawns near the rapid response team and site director area. Which means we're going to show you the most exciting part right now. And then immediately realize I'm stupid. So I'm going to show you site director. As a site director, you can do all sorts of things, like setting off alarms. You also have, similar to the security guards, you also have access to cameras and stuff. But unlike security guards, you have access to the database, which I'm not currently done with. I've completed the security members thing. I need to fix that. You can also activate. Wait, no. The security files is already done, and you can access it in the security room. You just can't access it from the database yet. There's also a blast door, which you can use. You can also use this to open it. I need to fix the time. You can also access the camera from this. You can also defend yourself with this weapon. It's a really decent weapon, and you can damage yourself. You have the most health, mostly because you're essentially the most important person, and the chaos insurgency is probably going to attack you a lot if they know it's you. Because not only do you have a decent weapon, which means you're somewhat a threat if you have teammates to help you, you also control most of the major site systems for the most part. Most notably being the alarms and the special system, which we'll get to at the very end. First, here's the alarm system. It's really annoying. So I'm not going to keep that on, but you turn that on and it's going to keep making that noise every now and then. So you can alert people that something has went terribly wrong. You have decontaminate light containment zone, which starts down the iconic light containment zone will be contaminated line. And in 15 minutes, thing will activate. Everybody in light containment will die. And then you have this. That famous line that plays at the beginning of Containment Breach. And probably secret laboratories. I don't know. I never played secret laboratories. Because I never had a computer good enough to actually run it. Since I'm injured, I'm going to show you the healing process in the med bay. So you come down here. It starts healing you. Extremely useful. If you have any suggestions, oh yeah, I forgot to show you the security dude and Anomaly 102. Anomaly 102 is essentially able, but he's on your side. I tried to give him an overpowered sword, but for some reason the swords just turn back to a basic sword, so he only does like 10 damage. I was going to hook him up to the damage thing that Abel's connected to, so he does more, like 5 times more damage. Currently doesn't work. Well, no, it does work. I just didn't do it yet because I'm lazy, and I kind of forgot about it. So he's here. He's friendly. He will protect you. There's a security guard. He somewhere in gate B, I think, just walking the little thing. Shoot, I'm lost. He has the same stats as the security dude. And the same gun. Yeah, he's not gonna... Well, you can hire him too to help fight, but he will instantly die. So I like to keep him, watching Gate B, just because. And here is the most important feature I have created. So you see this glass wall? You open this. Only site directors can touch that switch. Only site directors can pull this switch. And you open up the blast door, right? So you come this way. See, I'm gonna wait for the timer to go down first. Before I go in there, which that is the blast door that opens, so I'm gonna breach containment. Real quick for the most part. And then I'm gonna realize that I'm lost. Well, that was gate B. I guess not. Shoot. So I'm gonna breach containment to show you how it works. How the warhead works. I spoiled it. It's a warhead. And it's beautiful. So we're gonna go to rapid response team because they have access to everything. So we're gonna call this up real quick. We have 10 minutes, so we have a decent amount of time to get down and back up before something crazy happens. And by that, I mean, like, containment zone gets decontaminated, which kills me. Which, having the whole kill system was kind of a pain because I didn't know how to stop people from dropping weapons, and I might have messed something up. So we're going to breach containment for all the monsters. Besides the that one monster, because it doesn't really work that well. And by that, I mean he doesn't really leave his area. And that's what I'm talking about. See, this man, it's really hard to escape. I accidentally found out I made a little issue where you can just, like, slide, and then I got lost. And he, for the most part, will leave you alone. Come on. Oh, I ran out of... Okay, so apparently they're stupid. Sounds I'm gonna die either way now. Oh my god, I was so quick with it. Please tell me this is down. Please tell. Okay, it's down. It's down. Go up! Oh my goodness. Nearly died. But I did it. I got out alive with 8 minutes to spare. I would assume more time would be wasted. I guess not. I still hear him. Is he hunting me? He's hunting me. He's still hunting me. What the fuck just happened? What is that? I don't know. So we're gonna quickly go back up to the warhead. Because I'm going to die here if I don't. So both of the most dangerous monsters have escape containment. And they both nearly annihilated me. Both of them are affected, have the highest speed I can give them, plus the highest attack damage. Abel has an extremely powerful sword. So my survival rate down there would have been extremely low if I ran out of stamina. There's a cafeteria, not special. Well, since I have no idea what to do until the timer runs out, I'm just gonna sit here and I'll cut the video so you can see the last 2 minutes. Because at a certain point, once this timer ends, a new timer starts for like 2 minutes. And that's like how long like a containment zone will be decontaminating. What the fuck? Yo, what is happening? I didn't activate the turn. What? What? What the fuck was that? It wasn't deterrent. It can't be deterrent. My party is invite only. So, listen, pal. I'm scared, bro. Yo, keep me safe. I can't do much without you. You're essentially immortal, so you're gonna protect me until that timer goes out. Okay? You know, just in case, I'm gonna hide behind the desk. I'm just gonna sit down once the timer goes out. Anyways, I'll be back. I'm back and I have no idea if the timer has fully went down yet. And I don't know if this is a 2-minute mark or not. I doubt it, but... What the fuck was that shooting? I don't know who was shooting. There's no one in the world. I don't know who these people are. I need to stop friending random people. Okay. Okay, this is a 2-minute mark. So the contaminant zone is being decontaminated. So once these 2 minutes go down, we will start. But until then, I'm gonna go search for what was shooting. So it stopped shooting when I stopped shooting. Maybe it was bombs going off. Which, if that was the case, I would have died too. Oh, it might be the what is it? The spire thing that I keep calling an anomaly. Yeah, it might be the spire boss monster thing in heavy containment. Yeah, they're fighting him. I finally figured out what the monster is. I need to keep that chamber locked up tight. I mean, it's no fun if you kill the monsters for me. I mean, don't get me wrong, this is extremely realistically what would happen. You know, I should add the computer, dude. Nah, that might be a little bit too complicated. I could hook him up to the generator. I can like use the number generator for him. I mean, I don't know how to use that. I never used it before. Then again, I never used triggers before for the most part. Besides like once in my backrooms map, but that's a different story. Well, anyways, since we're here and the timer's about to count down to like a few seconds left, if you have any ideas or if you want to help, comment down in the comments. Just comment down below. I don't know why it was so hard to say. Anyways, if you have any ideas, you have some galleries ideas. If you want to help out, if you want to test out the map in general, just comment down below. It's going to be a while before I publish this. But anyways, here's the nuclear warfare. Say the bombs detonate right and these disappear right, you can always reactivate it. You can always reactivate these. You would know they need reactivating once they disappear. But since they're back, there's not much you can really do right now to them besides actually detonate them, which is my favorite part of this. The warheads have been activated. All personnel, please make it to a breach shelter immediately. Hey, you remember those closed doors earlier over here? Well, guess what? They're open. Also, it's not one door, it's multiple doors. You have 2 minutes, well 3 minutes actually, to get to the blast shelter, which originally the blast shelter, this was the blast shelter right here. That back area didn't exist. This door right here didn't exist. So you would still die. So I had to expand it out a little bit more. I'm gonna keep that wide just because. Anyways, you come down here. This is the blast shelter. And unlike Containment Breach and Secret Laboratory, where there's only one bathroom, there's actually two. Both of them are in entrance zone, so like hey, at least we have two and not just one sets of bathrooms, unlike both of those games. See here at site redacted. I don't know what they call this place yet. We actually care about our personnel. That's why we give the kids in Central City some key cards. No, but for real. Like I said before. Oh yeah, nuclear warhead detonating in T minus 90 seconds. If you want to help out Tess, comment down below. If you want to support, like and subscribe, turn on post notifications, check out my Discord. I was gonna say something else, but I have no idea what else to say. What the fuck is that? Oh, I swear to God, I saw a shadow, man. I might be delusional now. Stop spinning. I have stick drift, really bad stick drift. Well, since the timer is going off, I'm gonna tell you the story about that one time I got jumped at the gas station. Anyways, shit, what the fuck am I talking about again? What do you mean, where you at? I'm so confused. I was gonna go watch some reels my cousin sent. Do that gas station story. I remember now. The bridge shelter has closed. I wasted too much time to tell you the story. I'll tell you next time in another video, son. Because I want to do like those story time animations, kind of like Bob's ones out and Jade animations and some other people. Of course, my stories might be a little bit darker since all my experiences were not friendly. Ah, shoot, I forgot he can't enter this bridge shelter. I don't know why he won't enter every shelter. He just doesn't. Anyways, everybody died. And we have to quickly get out because we don't have much time before the blast doors close. Well, since I showed you that, I'm gonna show you what's it called? The Chaos Insurgency. So the Chaos Insurgency is supposed to be like you spawn in this little area, you run in, you do whatever you can to cause as much chaos. Just mess with the people in general. Your stereotypical Chaos Insurgency stuff. But the way I want to do it is that you can run to a portal and it like takes you to gate A or gate B depending on where you want it to take you. I mean that was like a temporary solution, but I found out two issues. For some reason, if you put the spawns on team 2, which if you're working for the Foundation, it should set your team to team 1. If you work for the Chaos Insurgency or D class, you're set to team 2. But for some reason, if you set the spawners to team 2, it will spawn you in the air. If you set the portal to team 2, which it is kind of, it doesn't work. I like to remind you, I'm on team 2. No idea what's happening. And it's really, really annoying. Anyways, so we got a suppressed assault rifle, a suppressed pistol, the E-State keycard so we can sabotage, shield breakers for dealing with the mobile task force guardians, and thermals because the infiltrators have what's it called? Smoke grenades. And I just realized I'm trapping here. Well, since I'm not gonna show you the D class, and I assure you, the only thing that the infiltrators have is the cloak gloves things, the original DMR, and the original smoke grenades. That's about it. And also a key card. So that's about it, guys. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Alright, that was a little bit too low. Hold on, let me start again. So like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Fuck, I forgot how to do it. Bye. Shit, I forgot that doesn't end stream. I mean, I'm not even streaming. This is 50 minutes long? Jesus.